What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Life's a Garden. Today's guest is the head brewmaster out at Diamond X Brewing. He is also a fellow diehard Denver sports fan. This is the gentleman that I went to the Denver Nuggets finals game with. In addition, he is also a brand new father. He's been on the show before. So, let's welcome back Gabe Thom. Whopper, Junior, triple, double, Whopper.
Texas Whopper, Whopper Junior.
My guy.
Have it your way.
At BK.
Have it your way.
Your favorite song.
You rule.
You rule.
You forgot a part.
Gabe rules.
Yeah, I wish you'd make a cover of that song.
Oh, God.
Play it at one of your shows, man.
That's what I should have done in the intermission of our song, or of our show. We had a little lull in the action, and
You should save that for
that would have been.
lull.
I should have had the crowd sing it. Just get the crowd involved. Yeah. Dude, it's been a minute since you've been on the show. But actually,
It's been a while.
well, I was thinking about it. It's almost been about exactly a year.
Maybe.
Maybe it's been in about a year since you were last on.
Yeah.
And in a year,
Forget what we were talking about last time. It was the Broncos.
oh, dude, we were talking about all kinds of stuff. But
Broncos sucking.
well, nothing's changed there.
Yeah.
Even though we're drinking out of Broncos
Yeah.
Super Bowl cups, which it's worth mentioning that the cup you're drinking out of was stolen by me from your old work, which was
Shame.
I'm a bad boy. What can I say?
They're pretty cool though.
Oh, dude, they're so cool.
50 Super Bowl 50 champs, baby.
Yeah, I mean, the good old days.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Some Caber Tasser.
This is your own brew.
Yeah.
So
I make this beer.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. So in a year, like we said, it's been a year since you about a year. We'll say about a year
Yeah.
since you've been on the show.
Probably. Yeah.
A lot has changed since that episode.
Yeah.
You are now the
big
head
year.
brewmaster out at Diamond X Brewing.
That's right.
Congratulations,
yeah,
brother.
Just like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mike, a little close.
Oh,
Yeah, you're good.
come a little closer.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, so head brewmaster, man.
Yeah, it's something I've been working towards for quite some time,
That's what
I've been working under Greg at Montana Brew. He taught me a lot of cool stuff there, and but I was only working like 1 day a week, cleaning kegs, filling kegs, and kind of mostly some repetitive stuff. But then I got the opportunity to train under Connor, who moved out to New Mexico, and so it opened up the door. Got to train full time and learned all the ropes from him. He's a great brewer, and he taught me a lot of great tips and tricks and routines in the brewery that you gotta perform. So,
and you weren't expecting to exactly get the gig as soon as you were, right? Like you were working towards it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna come for another couple of years, so
Right.
it kind of caught me off guard. But I was ready.
But that's cool.
Ready to pounce, baby.
That's what you want, though. It's
Yeah.
like rather than wait a couple of years. I mean, yeah, I guess that's 2 more years you could have learned and like studied and whatever.
Yeah.
Got whatever information you needed. But
Yeah.
what better way to learn than just get thrown in the fire?
Oh yeah. that's obviously the best way.
And how's it been
For
going
sure.
though? Like everything been running smooth and
Yeah.
no complaints, no like.
The biggest thing I have trouble with is like ordering stuff, because I know all the brew house operations, I know the recipes, just the like what to order and when. So it's kind of like the fine tuning details, like
Sure.
oh, I ran out of this chemical, or this hop, or this barley.
So you're getting used to like
And you just got to know who to go to. So I have to call them up a lot. Be like,
Sure.
yo, where do I get this from?
Is that all in town?
Um, yeah, there's a lot in town. And then you can do like these big grain shipments. Those are from like, some are from Minnesota, but we also, at Diamond X, we order a lot from Montana craft malt. Ugh.
And that's just
Sorry.
downtown, isn't it?
It's actually in Butte.
Oh,
So yeah, they ship it out from Butte.
okay.
Yeah. So we primarily, I mean, there's a few specialty grains in there, but like 90% of the beer is from Montana malts, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're drinking a local beer.
Well, I would hope that that's how they're getting their product, just because it makes it that much more local.
Yeah, and the cost is great with them. They're really great to work with there. So I'm very pleased with the Montana craft malt. A lot of breweries do like raw malt, which is out from Minnesota. So it's cool just to say this beer was made in Montana.
Purely out of Montana.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, are you working on any seasonal brews, or is it just mostly like
Well, I just brewed a porter, and we're gonna do a couple different flavors with that. We'll do a pistachio porter.
Oh,
I know. That's probably the one I'm most excited to get out there. But...
Now, here's a question. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good. You're good.
How much say do you have in like specialties or like seasonal stuff, or if they're gonna go? How much say do you get in new brews, or if you want to present maybe a new standard one that they're gonna consistently have? Like, where does your say come in all that? Especially as the head brewmaster now.
Well, you still got to run it by the management.
Of course.
So if you have a good idea and you think it's appropriate for the season, like winter is more darker beer centric. So you want to do more of your stouts and your porters and kind of thicker, heavier beers in the winter, and you want to go lighter in the spring and summer. So yeah, if you just have an idea, you just run it by them, see if they're up for it, and then they 90% of the time would say, yeah, go for it, because you're the expert.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's something you have to be aware of, is like you're not going to try and brew a really light beer for winter and then a big heavy stout in the middle of summer.
But you feel pretty confident in like your decision making on if you were going to present an idea.
Yeah.
You feel pretty confident in like some of your ideas.
Yeah. I have a couple that I'd like to try out. I want to do an imperial stout at some point, which is like a really heavy 10%er, but I don't know if they'll go for it. But with a chocolate, peanut butter, and banana.
I remember you telling me about that.
I've been so excited.
Dude,
it's one of my favorite flavor combos, and I want to go for it.
I think that would be phenomenal.
I think I'm gonna do it. So
what time of year do you think that would be good for?
You could probably start brewing it. Start it in like
that sounds like a good
early
winter
November.
beer.
You want it because it's depending on how fast it moves.
Sure.
Like I might make a half batch. So
just to test it.
That's something that they said you can do too.
Sure.
If you're gonna try out a new beer, you don't make like 20 barrels of it. Maybe make a 5-barrel batch. Just see how it goes out there, and then if it's a hit, then yeah, you can make more the next time. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's all. I'll probably do like a 5-barrel batch.
I have a feeling that,
dude, I have to have it. I have to have it back.
Even if that doesn't like for some reason, gosh, I can't imagine that not hitting. I just can't imagine like no matter what people are going to be.
There's been a lot of chocolate peanut butter stouts out there,
but the banana.
But there aren't very many imperial, which means like a high percentage.
Sure.
And then the banana thrown in there
is a little different.
So I don't know.
I just feel like that's going to be intriguing enough for people to want to try. Mm-hmm. But I imagine that people are going to try it and they're going to love it.
Yeah.
Even if they don't hate it, they're going to like it.
Yeah.
And
I got a shout out because I got this idea from when I worked in Philly, the brewery in Philly. It was the brewer was making that at the time, and I drank so much of that.
Oh, is that the one?
I've had it before.
That's the one from the
Manny
last episode where you said you threw up, right?
Yeah. Manny Brewing Company out in Philly.
Manny what?
Manny Brewing
Unk?
Company. Yeah, Unk. Like Uncle Jeff?
No, that was the
Unk.
So that's the one from the last episode where you.
Did I talk about that last
I
time?
think so. Is that the one where you said you drank a bunch of them and then you threw up?
Oh no, that's Golden Monkey.
Okay.
That's Golden Monkey. That's from Victory Brewing.
Okay. What's in Golden Monkey? Like, what's the flavor?
It's a Belgian Abbey ale.
Okay.
But it's like, I think it's 11%. So it kicks your ass real quick.
That's what you were saying, yeah.
It kicks your ass. You have two, and you're like, woo.
Just on your, just floating.
And if, you're a session drinker, and you just like to pound beers, you're going to be fucked up.
Yeah, it won't take long.
Real fast.
Well, okay, so you got a few ideas down the pipeline there for some new brews out there at Diamond X.
Yeah, but the problem, I don't know. When you brew a heavy beer, you have to pour it into smaller glasses, and then you got to watch, you can't serve as many to people, so
there's
I don't know. It's a little bit tougher.
There's regulations.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, you can make it. It's just going to be harder to serve.
Sure.
It's less practical.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What so the pistachio beer. Mm-hmm. Whose idea was that? Was that like something
that's something they've been doing at Diamond X.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm going to be following a lot of Connor's recipes for a while, and then every once in a while I'll try something new from me, but
that's kind of cool though.
I'm still I'm 3 weeks in, so I'm not going to just go make like a kettle sour right off the bat or something.
Sure.
Like that.
But that's cool that they give you the opportunity to make some of those decisions.
Yeah.
Run it by head management, whatever. Like, hey, I got this idea. What do you think of this?
They're super supportive. All my managers and bosses and
the
owners are awesome. Everyone's awesome there.
So long as you prove, I guess, that you can make a batch that you can continue to make the batches that they're looking forward to having that they already have, and you're successful at that, you can be like, hey, I can make this and this and this.
Right. And I've already had 5 brews by myself, so I'm pretty proud of that. So, yeah.
And obviously came out good, so no complaints on there.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They're still in the fermenters, though, right now.
And this is one of yours?
This is from a while back when I was working with Connor.
But you were still part of it.
Oh, yeah. I was still part of it.
And which one is this?
Caber Tosser. It's a Scottish ale. Nice and dark.
Dude.
It's about 6% alcohol.
And I like it.
Yeah, we entered that into the Great American Beer Fest.
Dude, how proud are you?
Out in Denver. So that's why. I mean, we don't bottle anything at the brewery, but when you do competitions, we have a tiny little bottle filler. And
gotcha.
You save a couple for yourself. So,
dude, how proud are you going to be if you get your own brew that you come up with yourself, and it's so good that it gets entered in the Great American Brew Company or the Great American Brew Competition or whatever.
The company, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
And it fucking wins.
I mean,
and you go gold.
I'm gonna be entering. So
will that be one of the greatest moments of your life?
That is. It's something I've been working for a long time. And then when you get that medal, it's like.
It's got your name on it, right?
I made it.
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm
actually, you made it when you serve it to people and they really like it.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Dude,
it's just
that's
if someone says this beer's awesome, I'm like, okay.
That's how I feel with music, man. Awesome. That's how I feel with music. I don't.
You don't need to win a Grammy or nothing.
I mean Grammy. I don't need to win a Billings trophy like for best local artist. No, I don't need any of that. I just need people to be like, dude, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
If it's, I can relate it to that. If I got people that come up to me and are like, hey, I listened to the new CD. It's really good. I enjoy it. I love it. That's all I need. That's satisfaction.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we made something that's awesome. People like it. People want to listen to it. Same with beer, man. You make something, people enjoy it. They want to drink it.
Right.
Like it's satisfying. You're like, I made that for you to consume, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's both art. Both of it it's art.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I've got this crazy idea. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I don't know. I was just thinking. I was like, what's something I could do? And I was like, the garden series.
Oh.
Because we do, like, these fruit ales at Diamond X, and we switch up the flavors a lot. We buy the industrial, fruit from the manufacturers and put it into the bright tanks to flavor the beers. But I was thinking, like, what if we brought in the community for that?
Oh.
And called it the Garden Series, and like had people enter flavor combinations that they could provide to us.
As like a community garden? Like
no, it's just like if they have a farm or a big garden and they pick a bunch of, I don't know, apples or whatever. It'd be cool if it was like two different
but locally
fruits,
grown.
Or even some vegetables work well.
Yeah.
Like you could do a beet,
pumpkin,
apple beet, or some any like flavor combinations. But I was thinking it'd be cool if people just brought them into us, and then we could like blend them, boil it down, because you'd want to make sure it's sanitary,
Sure.
going into the bright tanks. And then add that as your fruit addition into the beer, and then whoever donated it could be their name on that beer for the month or whatever, or however long it lasts.
So
and then they'd get one free pint like a day or a week or something for providing it too. But I think that would be a cool way
get the community
involved. And I got to run that by the higher ups, but yeah, Garden Series.
So
it's one of my. I think that would be really cool.
When you go to test a flavor profile,
and then it'd be all billing stuff too.
Oh yeah, well that'd be cool too. It's like all locally sourced and things like that. Yeah. From the idea.
Yeah.
To the ingredients and everything. So when you come up with a flavor profile, there is a way to test the flavor before you actually brew.
Well, what you can do is take the base beer that you're going to be getting. So a lot of times we have like a wheat profile beer before we add the fruit. So you could just take a pint of that, and then they call it dosing. So you take some of the flavoring or like the fruit puree, or even just dump it into the glass and then swirl it around and then taste it.
Okay.
And then if that really works well, you can just scale it up.
Okay.
And so you'd have to do a bunch of calculations,
So it's not perfect, but you get an idea.
Yeah, so you'd have to take it from 1 pint, and I forget how many pints are in a keg. It's like 120 or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but then you just scale it up from there, because a keg is half a barrel. And we have a lot of 10-barrel bright tanks in there. So then you'd have to multiply it by 20, to get to the 10 barrels, from half a keg to 10 barrels. So you just have to do the fuzzy math, But,
gotcha.
But you can always test it out.
Yeah. So as far as like the flavor profile, like if you had an idea for a certain beer,
right? And I would definitely do that.
You can.
I wouldn't just dump it in there. And just pray it worked.
Right.
Yeah.
You can kind of figure out how it's gonna taste a little bit before you go full fledged and make the full batch.
Absolutely,
that's good.
And you should always do that.
Of course. I mean, I assumed that was the case, but
yeah.
I guess I just didn't know the method in which you would do that.
Yeah, for sure. No, I did a lot of that with Greg at Montana Brewing. We'd test it out and try this flavor and try this one and see how it works beforehand.
Well, that's cool that as far as your idea with the garden series, people come to you with these flavor profiles.
And you could have like a little box where they put ideas into, and like you can put in your idea if you can provide the fruit for us.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
You gotta add, this is where we have our stuff from or whatever. And if it's like organic, it'd be even more special. But
yeah, I don't even know if it's legal, honestly.
Oh, really?
Like if you can, if it has to be pasteurized or something. That's something I was thinking of too. So it could just be a wild idea, but
something worth running by the.
But I was thinking,
bosses.
you just boil it down, because you want to make a syrupy kind of base of it anyway.
Sure.
But if you boil it and sanitize it that way, then it can be used. But
yeah, I mean, it's an
technically,
idea worth trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've got the wheels spinning. I'm excited, and I really love the opportunity that I was presented with, and
Shit, dude,
it's fun.
I'm so glad that you got the chance to do this, and like
Yeah.
you deserve it, man. Like you're dedicated. You've worked hard at it, and I mean, obviously, like you said, it came a little bit faster than you expected, but sometimes that's how things happen.
It came at the same exact time that we had the baby.
Not a bad time though, because
yeah.
I'm sure it came with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I
This
mean,
is tough.
you're dealing with two new things at the same time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sure you're like getting a bit of a pay raise there, and
Yep. Yep.
that's going to help with raising a family, and
Yep. Yeah,
it's a lot of new things to take on at the same time.
Right.
But,
Yeah. It was a big year. 2023 was a big year.
dude,
for me.
But hey, dude,
For sure.
it's good. It's good stuff. It's all good stuff. It's all
Hell
positive,
yeah,
man.
brother.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm glad it all came through in a good way.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Definitely
let's talk
fun.
about your son. Like brand new kid, brand new father. How has the first year of fatherhood been? The first how many months?
He's 7 months.
Okay.
Pretty much. He's
So-
like a couple days away from that. But
How's that been from your perspective?
I mean, it's the best time of my life, but it's also the most exhausting.
Stressful.
And I haven't been able to hang out much at all.
It's how it is,
I'm either
man.
working or taking care of the baby at home.
That's how it is, man.
That's it. So,
But it's good that you're like, it'd be bad
committed.
if you, yeah, dude, it'd be bad if you were like hanging out every night, coming out
Drinking,
and partying.
yeah.
Like that's not a good father for the first 7 months of a child's life.
No.
So you're doing it the right way.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. There's no other way for me, but.
Well, and we never.
Some people are amazing though. Like they can go, go everywhere and do things. It's hard, man. You're so tired, and you're like, oh, I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV tonight.
Yeah.
But then you see these people traveling all over the world with their babies on Facebook and Instagram. It's
Yeah,
like,
but
damn, how do you do that?
There's something to that though.
Yeah.
It's not all like exactly what it seems.
Right.
Nothing's what it seems.
Online is
But we never.
But still.
So I don't know. I can't remember because I think the last time you were on, you guys were pregnant. I think,
I think so.
but I don't know that we ever discussed some of the complications that came along with the pregnancy.
Oh yeah. Things were going really smooth, and then we did what is that called?
The
I don't know, it was a scan.
like the oh god, I almost had it. The
It's not infrared, it's
no,
it's the
the
sound one.
oh, okay. I was gonna say the
it's like the sonar
I was gonna say
scan.
the amniotic. I was gonna say the
I can't think
amniotic
of it.
test.
Oh no, they were able to tell us from like a little scan that they do on the belly, and they saw that Fulton had club feet, and a damaged kidney. And then they thought something was up with his brain too, and they dropped those 3 bombs on us at the same time. Oh man, it was the worst day of my life.
I remember when you told me
I had
that.
to call out of work. I was just like, I can't do this, And then thankfully we went to a specialist that same day, and they did a scan. They're like, no, the brain looks totally normal. And then that just helped us so much. We're like, okay, well, the club feet can be fixed, and they almost already have. It's been 7 months, and his feet they look almost normal
That's wild.
already.
Because don't they say how long do they usually say?
5 years.
5 years.
Well, there's like 8 weeks of casting,
typically,
where they slowly, get them into position, and then 4 to 5 years of like boots and bars to hold them. It's kind of like when you get braces and then retainers. So the braces are like the casting phase, where you're kind of wrenching them and getting them into position, and then the boots and bars is kind of the retainer to hold them.
Make sure they stay that way.
They, solidify and stay. correctly configured legs.
So how long will he have to be on the?
We don't know because when he was born, we took him into our specialist, who is awesome, Heather Hansen here in town. She's just been so good and relieving our stress about it. And she told us it could be just 1 full year of boots and bar, and he might be done after that.
That's awesome. No retainer, no nothing.
Well, he's in his boots and bars right now, which is like the retainer.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's only wearing them at nights right now, so 12 hours each day. So put him on at 7 p.m., take him off 7 a.m., and then he can be free all day. So
well, and it's even more rare to have the double club foot like that, right?
I don't know if it's more rare, but it's no different in treatment, though.
Right.
Yeah. You still have to do the cast.
I suppose either way, they're not walking around right away, so you still got to treat it the same way.
Yeah, honestly, he might start walking right as hopefully he gets out of them. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that it was. I remember we had that conversation, when you told me that.
Yeah,
that was happening. That's a lot of information to take in at the same time, especially about your kid that's not even born yet.
Yeah, it was brutal, man. It was the worst day of my wife and I's lives for sure.
But
and then he popped out, and he's just so healthy, so cute, and we're super blessed at the same time.
Yeah,
like the kidney, though he has one kidney, one working kidney, the other one's not working at all. But
are there any
there's a lot of people out there that have one kidney and are just fine. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any real long-term complications that could come from that, or?
I mean, if the kidney gets damaged, in sports or heavily drinking, or something like that.
Yeah, good thing I don't have one kidney. God damn.
So you just gotta be careful.
Sure.
And when the time is right, talk to him about,
make sure he
not
knows.
partying too hard, stuff.
Be like, yeah, we got a couple kidneys we could give you, but we don't want to go down that road.
I know. Yeah. My kidneys are at risk too because I have type 1 diabetes.
Oh, true.
I don't know if they. I mean, I would happily give them mine, but yeah.
But maybe not eligible.
I don't know if they would.
Well, you're not allowed to donate blood, right? If you're diabetic.
No, you can.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They just might get more sugary blood.
But there's no immediate complications from having one kidney. There's no risk of this and this other than outside.
No, but they're just gonna have to monitor it to make sure that it's
a healthy kidney,
that it's growing to compensate for the other one.
Sure.
And that the levels are, the blood levels are staying healthy and in range.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something we're going to have to take him in to specialists for his whole life probably, and he'll have to continue it when he's an adult. But
well, thank God you went to the specialist, because on that, after that your first visit, when they told you there might be brain damage,
I know, he's like a genius, he's far from a damaged brain,
right? But he's
so smart. He just said his first words today.
Did he? What did he say?
He said
Today?
Mama. Yeah, he
today?
said Mama. Yeah.
Wow.
7 months almost.
That's awesome.
So I know he's very aware of everything. He'll track you when you're walking around the house, and that's something that they say to look for, is they track you, and
that's almost kind of fucked up though, that they would tell you that he might have brain damage, and then you find out that there's nothing wrong with him. That's the worst thing you could hear as a parent.
Yeah.
And then to find out that he's fine. Thank God you got the second opinion.
I know.
Dude, that would piss me off so bad. I would go strangle that doctor that told me that he might have brain damage. That's the most stressful.
Oh, dude, it was.
And fearful thing that you could ever hear.
Yeah.
Having a newborn. And then you turn around and go find a specialist who is competent and knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. No.
And dude, this kid's brain's fine.
Yeah. Well, they're doing it off of that scan I can't remember the name of.
Right. Well, it's good enough
What's wrong with my brain?
It's good enough to tell you that they got one kidney. Why wouldn't they be able to tell you that his brain's fine? Like, one says the brain's damaged and the other says the brain's fine. Like, that's a huge discrepancy.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, like, see, is it a fucking
ultrasound?
ultrasound? Yeah.
God.
I had one of them on my.
How could we not pull that up?
I had an ultrasound on my balls. So.
You did?
Yeah.
For what?
Cancer.
Really?
I thought I had cancer like a year ago. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Damn.
I talked about it on the podcast. It was.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I had like a abnormality that I felt on my testicle, and
It was just a third ball.
no, so it was actually because I was getting pain down there. I was getting like it was kind of like swelling and feeling like.
Sweet.
No. This is a testicle, not the penis. No, I was feeling. It was feeling like kind of a tension, I guess. It just felt like sore. It felt sore. It felt like I got kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
It's basically in one of them. And so I went to the doctor and asked about it, and he felt it and was like, "Yeah, there seems to be like, it seems abnormal. So I'm gonna order you a ultrasound test." Sure. So I go into the ultrasound room, and it's like dimmed lights, candles lit. They're playing soft music because obviously it's like meant for mothers, right?
Yeah.
You know, and so it's meant to be like a calming setting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, this seems somewhat erotic, and sure as shit, a female nurse comes walking in, and I'm like, God damn it all! Like, I'm just like, don't get a boner. Like, that'd be the most embarrassing thing ever. Because she's like slathering me up with jelly and rubbing a warm wand down there.
Oh my God. Suppressing a boner.
I was literally just like looking at the ceiling, like counting tiles.
Yeah.
Like, long story short,
There's only one way to suppress a boner.
think about.
No, tuck it. Tuck it up under your belt.
I was pantsless.
Oh shit!
They had to pull the pants
I
down.
know, but I'm just saying.
No, well, to make a long story short, turns out it was just blockage in the vas deferens. You know, I just had some random blockage that was making it, causing me tension down there, and you know, it's not uncommon, but yeah. So I have had an ultrasound myself.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why.
Jelly.
Yeah. And when I reached down to after she was done, I was like, it was all like, I didn't realize they put the jelly down there, and I was like, what the hell did I come? Because it was all like gooey, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Wow.
Yeah. So they figured that out.
I'm glad you don't, man.
Oh, dude, me too. Just get a ball cut off, whatever. Oh, homie's ready for some shots.
Here, man.
I can get you another Coors Light. But let's do a shot. Gabe's gonna pour us a shot. I'm gonna go grab him a beer real quick. Right. We got the Jameson Cutthroat Edition from. This is the Jameson that's straight from Ireland. We brought this over from the motherland where it's brewed.
Mm-hmm. Cutthroat right on the front.
Got the Cutthroat name right on there. Deadwood. Latte, baby. Get you that Coors Latte. Remember the last time we did shots, you almost threw up on the show.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to go back and watch.
Jameson last time, too.
No, it was proper 12 last time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the better
Irish
shit.
whiskey, though.
This is the better shit. So, interesting story. I think I've told this before on the show. But, over in Ireland. Wait, we got a swap. You got the
Ireland.
So over in Dublin there, like we said before, we took the proper 12 shots last time.
Yeah.
And they got the Jameson this time. They hate Conor McGregor over there.
Really?
They used to love him, but they look at it like they look at him now like he's a sellout. Yeah.
He is.
And so
he is.
So at his bar, I agree. At his bar, they don't sell Jameson They only sell Proper 12, which makes sense. You know, it's his whiskey.
Yeah.
And I will say this, the Proper 12 apple, pretty damn good.
I like Proper 12 better.
Really? Than Jameson? Now this is the distillery edition. So this one.
Oh.
And actually,
Well, yeah. This is probably different though.
we learned how to actually drink whiskey. So I'm going to try and drink it the way you're not supposed to just shoot it, right? So we learned at the Jameson distillery, and I will try my best because I'm not a huge whiskey guy. I'm gonna try my best to drink this the way you're supposed to drink it. So, and I'll tell you, and you tell me if it's good, if it works better.
Okay. Yeah, let's see it.
So what you're supposed to do?
Cheers.
Well, before we cheers,
Okay.
let me just make sure.
All right.
Yeah, let me just tell you how it goes because once we go, we're going.
Okay.
They say you're supposed to, when you take it in, you don't drink it, you don't chug it right away. You let it sit on the tongue for as many seconds as it's been brewed, or as it sat in the barrel.
Really?
Which I believe for this is 5 years.
Huh.
So you let it sit in the mouth for 5 seconds. You drink it, and then you breathe. God, I wish you breathe through the mouth and then out the nose. Because that gives you the full flavor profile. But you let it sit in there for 5 seconds. Because I believe this has been brewed, it sat in the barrel for 5 years.
Sounds like a recipe for throwing up, too.
Then you breathe through the mouth. Is it through the nose or through the mouth first? I think it's through the mouth first.
Okay.
That sounds right.
All right.
So cheers, my friend.
All right. Do you do the whole shot then, or is it just a sip?
Like I said, don't. You could do a sip.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to take the whole thing.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah. That's way better that way. That's smooth that way.
That does taste better.
Yeah, than just shooting it. You let it sit in there for a minute. I didn't gag. I usually gag at Jameson.
Oh, I did. Not because it wasn't good.
Because you're just not a whiskey guy. Dude, that...
No, I was just like, as soon as it... when it's
letting it
just
sit in
sitting
there?
that's the dangerous time,
wasn't
man.
bad,
That's
though.
like when you start...
Yeah, but that wasn't... I think
it was. No, it's delicious.
Dude, I'm getting that warm.
Really
my ears
delicious.
are getting warm, man. I'm feeling toasty right now.
Yeah.
You have the top, do you have the top to that? Oh no, I already put the top on. Dude, that was as the Irish would say, that was schmood. Oh, don't downplay. This is from the other homeland, Colorado, baby.
Colorado, baby.
We
That's
got
a good transition.
We got the Irish homeland, and now we got the Colorado homeland.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking schmood, baby. Now,
So who are you wearing?
Murray, baby.
Gucci?
Murray. And with the championship patch.
Oh, I know that. I know it. Who are you wearing?
So,
Isn't that like a fashion thing?
the
So who
red
you
carpet.
wearing?
Yeah. The red carpet thing.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything to cheers, if there's anything to toast to, it's the fact
There's a
that
lot.
basketball season is...
There's a lot to cheer. Hold on. We need a cheers to you, man, for pumping out your first CD, too. I know you probably had multiple episodes on this, but cheers to that, dude.
Thanks, man.
That is a killer fucking record, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I listen to it in the brewery all the time, man.
Do you?
I have a little Bluetooth speaker and I blast it, dude.
That's awesome.
It's perfect brewery music. Brewery music's a little more hardcore.
Yeah.
Most places.
Okay.
So and the yeast like it.
Makes the beers a little...
It makes the yeast happy, and then they make good beer.
Hey.
That's true.
I like making the yeast happy.
So, I mean, it's awesome.
No, that's...
And I downloaded it off of iTunes. But then
Nice.
that probably takes away from your streams. You know?
No.
Because I listen to it on
That helps everything.
my buy from iTunes store.
Oh, that always helps. Like, downloads, streams, all of it. All of it
Yeah.
helps.
But I should download it and then stream it.
Yeah, it all is the same. It all does the same. Downloads
Yeah.
are just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That was a fun time. It was again, like to what you said, 2023 has been one of the best years of my life,
Yeah.
Like between the record, going to Ireland, like it's been one of the best years.
It is. It's been my best year. For sure.
I love it. And yeah, so cheers to that. Cheers to you being a brewmaster. Cheers to the record. But
cheers to Fulton.
Cheers to old Fulto.
Fulto, you like Fulto? Yeah.
That's our thing. Gordino. Fulto. Onk. But as of today, when this episode comes out, it's Monday. It'll be Monday when this episode comes out. Yeah. So we need to cheers on the eve that basketball season is finally back to relieve us from the absolute pain that has been
baseball
and football season. So basketball and the Avalanche are just crushing right now.
They are
4-0 as of right now.
4-0. Last I checked, it was 2-0. But wow.
Yeah, they're 4-0 right now, and they're absolutely dominating everybody. So hockey and basketball are currently back to save us and remind us that Colorado sports is still alive and well.
Yeah, the Cronky sports are.
I wish they would buy the Rockies.
Fucking dumpster fire that the Rockies are.
Worst season in franchise history.
Worst ownership of all sports ever.
Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have
except maybe the A's.
He blatantly doesn't care about winning.
Oh, I know.
He's like, well, we fill the seats and we sell a lot of Coors Lights there. He's just content to make shit tons of money on a losing team.
I wish people would stand outside that stadium.
So how are you going to stop it?
You get people to stand out that stadium.
Oh,
I know.
Unless people literally stop going to the game.
The Kronks need to step in and be like, hey, here's a big check.
Oh, dude, I'm already like itching, dude. I'm furious, dude. I fucking hate Dick Monfort. Piece of shit. I hope he's watching.
I wish he was.
I know. You can't own a fucking sport team and not give a shit about winning.
Well, and here's the
difference. You're just, that's like a crime against all the fans.
Everything.
All the fans should be able to sue his ass and put him in jail.
Yeah.
Should be able to jail him for that.
See, here's the difference between
because you're selling this fake team to people.
Yeah. That you know and don't care if wins.
It's like pumping a stock that's going to be bankrupt. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a stock and you're like, oh, this is going to get a major contract, and
if that one little
blow up, it's like because you're investing in the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're buying merch.
You're buying in the team.
Buying
you're
tickets.
Buying the merch. You're buying the concessions.
You're watching the games on TV, buying the advertisements.
Dude, you're investing in the team, and then you get
absolutely
fucked.
Anally fucked.
He should go to jail.
Well, it
Dick
really
Monfort to go to jail.
It's really no different than that cuck ass who was like the crypto guy that got thrown in jail for pumping and dumping crypto shit. You know,
it's the same exact shit.
Exact same thing. You're pumping a team that's not worth a goddamn.
Yeah.
Making profit on them, knowing that you're not making them better, not making any effort to make them better.
No, absolutely.
And don't give a shit if they are good or not.
Did you hear his comment at the beginning of this season?
Yeah. But go ahead and
say it.
It was like something like, I don't care if we go under 400 or 500 or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
It's like, I think we'll be a 500 ball club this year.
Yeah.
It's like,
what? That's not a good statement
to make.
I think we'll be this. Yeah, how about I want us to be a championship level team.
Yes.
But the difference between the Broncos and the Rockies with the new ownership and making all these moves, you know, like they're trying.
They're fumbling around, but it's okay.
And
they're trying.
But at least they have the fact that the Broncos have a historic past where we have won championships.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're just some bullshit ass team that you can fuck around with and like
Yeah.
and make all these crazy moves to maybe make us better. The Rockies have nothing to lay on. They have no history. They've been to the World Series once and they got shut out.
Yeah.
They have nothing to like look back on. There's no history that they can be like, well, at least we did this.
Yeah.
No, they have nothing that they can like hang their hat on.
Well, and what's the crazy thing too is if you go to a game at Coors Field,
Which is one of the greatest baseball stadiums in the U.S.
It's a great ballpark.
I say top 10.
Yeah, maybe.
Top 10?
I haven't been to too many.
Based on the ones I know, I'd say top 10.
Fenway's better. I've been to Fenway. That's
what I said.
Awesome.
I said top 10. Like there's definitely
Even
more
though
historic.
I hate the Red Sox. It was
like
awesome.
Wrigley Field is a historic
Wrigley,
field,
yeah.
you know. But I've heard from other people who have been to multiple stadiums that Coors Field is very, very nice.
Yeah, it's like the new modern stadium.
But it's nice.
It is. It's nice.
I've been there multiple times. I enjoyed myself.
It reeks of Monfort, but yeah.
It just reeks of failure.
It reeks of failure.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Like if we were crushing, if we were winning, back when we were like a playoff team, the last game I went to,
2007.
Yeah, the last game I went to
Good
was
year.
when we went to the wild card game. It was the game before that. We went to we beat the Nationals like 10-1 or 13-1.
Are you talking about 2007?
It was Bryce Harper. No. It was Bryce Harper's last game as a National.
Oh, okay.
And it was with Trevor Story, and we had Nolan Arenado. It was before all the shit went to the fan.
Yeah.
It was the next game we went and played the Dodgers in the wild card game and lost.
Yeah.
Which was, I hate the Dodgers. But we were still a winning franchise. We were going to the playoffs. So it was like, God damn it all. Like, but everything was better. When you're a losing team, everything seems like sucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
let's not dwell on the negative.
Hold on.
Okay.
I
One more
to
thing.
put in one more thing.
Okay.
The biggest thing I hear that defends the Rockies is that, they can't get pitchers because they're pitching in elevation there.
That's bullshit.
And no pitcher's going to want to go sign at elevation because they'll go get beat up at the ballpark and their ERA will skyrocket. That drives me fucking crazy. Because even though it may be true, you can throw enough cash at someone to have them come over. I'm sorry. You can get a respectable pitching staff. If you actually tried, you could get a respectable pitching staff.
If you're a real owner, yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Because there's no cap in baseball. There's no limit to what you can pay a guy.
You know, and they have good hitters, but that's part of the show. You know, that's what Monfort wants. He's always had big hitters.
Yeah.
But doesn't give a shit about pitching. He just wants to put on home runs and give people beer.
Always been our problem is pitching. Always.
It's always been, but
we've never
give
had
me a fucking break. You can get someone in there.
Of course.
You can change that culture and get pitchers in there. Do not use that as like, we'll never get good pitchers because they don't want to come here. That's such a bitch ass attitude.
It is. But
I'll get off the Rockies, but I'm so
to dwell
heated about
on
it.
the negative.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I understand. We had to get that out. The Rockies are absolute dog shit, and they will be so long as that.
They were my favorite team for a long time, and that's why I'm so pissed.
It's disappointing. It's
why I'm so
pissed.
It's
all disappointing.
It needs to be out there. People need to hear this shit.
As well as the Broncos. Let's just say the Broncos have been utterly disappointing. Let's go ahead and just get that out there too. I mean, we can agree on that. I think so much of it has been a little bit overblown. I think, hear me out. I think Russ is not the problem.
No.
I don't think he's the solution. I'll say that. I don't think he's the guy. But I think we're stuck with him. I don't think we have a choice but for him to be the guy for a minute until we decide to move on. It's not too late to take a rookie quarterback. Broncos have historically been very bad at drafting quarterbacks. So I don't think that's necessarily the plan. Even if we have a high draft pick, I don't think that's the plan is to take a quarterback. I would rather stick with Russ and draft some weapons. I don't think it's time to sell the farm. We don't sell everything.
Right. I saw some article that said that they are thinking about it.
That's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
You don't think they're throwing in the towel yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
see. I think we're going to look at a Lions situation where we start just succeeding toward the end of this year and carry that into next year. I do see it as a possibility that we might trade Jerry Jeudy because we have Marvin Mims coming up. We have Sutton still. We have Tim Patrick in the wing that's going to be hopefully coming back. Probably not as good as he once was, but at least still there. I do see Jerry Jeudy being a trade candidate. I see a few other guys, maybe Garrett Bowles, Josie Jeudy, or Josie Jewell. Unfortunately, Justin Simmons, perhaps. I don't think Patrick Surtain is on the trade block like they think he is. I think that's an absolutely insane theory that that we're going to trade Pat Surtain. That's unbelievable that they think that that's going to happen. He's in his second year. He was a first-round draft pick. Unless we get 2 first-round draft picks for Pat Surtain and maybe another cornerback as compensation, there's no chance we trade him. No chance.
Yeah.
That's insane to think that we might trade him. I understand the thought that we might trade Simmons because he is older. He does have some trade value, but there's no way.
Yeah.
Like there's no way we trade Surtain. Everybody else is probably on the trade block, and we might try and get more draft capital. I don't think we're going to trade everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And truthfully, I think we do keep Simmons. The number one guy that's potentially going to get traded is Jeudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's young. He has a little bit of value still.
Yeah.
We might get like a 3rd round draft pick for him.
Little value.
Unfortunately, for a 1st round draft pick that we took,
Yeah.
he might give us a 3rd round back, which is not a great investment still.
Yeah.
But I don't see us trading everybody. That's not the case.
I like that new running back, McLaughlin.
He's nice.
From what I've seen, he looks like a pretty electric runner.
I mean, obviously the quarterback situation is going to be a question mark going forward. I don't think Russ has done a bad enough job to deserve to be benched or cut.
Yeah.
His stats are right in line with Patrick Mahomes. They are almost identical stats.
You post that every week.
The difference, the absolute difference between them, the Broncos have the 32nd defense in the league in almost every category, as where the Chiefs have a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? That's everything you need to know.
Right.
The rumors right now are that the Broncos are going to hire Rex Ryan to be the defensive coordinator, as they originally planned, but apparently the Broncos organization wasn't willing to meet his contract demands, which I don't understand at all. The richest owners in not only football, all of sports.
Yeah.
All of sports.
The Waltons.
The richest owners in every sports organization in the world. That includes European soccer.
Yeah.
And they couldn't meet his contract demands? What the fuck was he demanding? That he could still be on CBS? Or ESPN or whatever the fuck he's on? There's no chance that would have ever happened.
Yeah.
But no, like, how could we not have met his demands? What dollar amount would he have asked for that we couldn't meet?
Yeah.
That was unreasonable. You know,
Wanted to be a majority shareholder in Walmart, man.
maybe, but give it to him. Jesus Christ, give it to him. No, at this point, it sounds like they're gonna that's a potential opportunity. They might trade, because when's our bye week? It's coming up in like 2 weeks. That might be the time to do it.
Yeah.
If they're gonna give Vance Joseph enough time to prove himself these next 2 weeks, which is not gonna happen because Vance Joseph absolutely sucks. So they're gonna give him the opportunity to prove himself the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was our coach a few years back.
Fuck him. Fuck him and his stupid ass. You want to hear a funny story? I got a strike on Facebook. I've been on Facebook.
What?
I've been on Facebook
What's
for
a strike?
15 years. 15 years I've been on Facebook. I've
Yeah.
never, ever gotten a strike or a what do you call it? Like a warning.
A flag?
Yeah, I've never gotten flagged from Facebook for obscene comments or like for violence or obscenity.
Oh, yeah.
I've never gotten a strike on Facebook until 2 weeks ago when I commented on a post about Vance Joseph where I said, I believe what I said was as quoted, if Vance Joseph costs us Sutton and Simmons by the trade deadline, when I go down there on November 19th for the Broncos-Vikings game, I'm going to kill him and his entire family.
Oh my god.
And
I think I remember seeing that.
And to Facebook's credit, they made the right decision. That was not out of pocket for them to strike me, because that is absolutely
that is an
horrible thing to say.
Someone's like, I don't know this guy. So
No, I mean,
he's probably for real.
In all fairness, here's what I'll say, and for the record, because as I mentioned, I will retract my statement. It was in poor taste for me to involve his family in that, but I would 100% fucking kill him if it came to it.
God.
If he was still there, and he cost us Sutton and Simmons because of his poor defense, I'd strangle him. I'd make sure he knew. I'd watch the life leave his fucking eyes. I'd want to look at him in the eyes and be like, "You did this to yourself. You caused this. Don't blame me. You caused this." But for me to involve his family was a step too far. His wife and children don't deserve that.
Watch, he'll throw a shutout next week.
Oh,
dude. Or tomorrow.
I hope he does. It's the same concept.
Then will you spare him?
No. It's the same concept as when people say, "That's not my president." Well, that's bullshit, because if he fails, we all fail. If Vance Joseph fails, we fail as a team. I want him to succeed.
Yeah.
I don't want him to fail.
Yeah.
I would want him to come through. So I hope he really does
That's a good analogy.
do a shutout. I hope he does. Because if our coaches fail, if our team fails, it's like if our quarterback fails, the team fails. I don't want that. I want us to succeed. I'm not that guy that wants to tank. You know what I mean? That's not what I want.
No.
But anyway, we're veering off of the
agenda.
Yes. We keep dwelling in the negative. We've already discussed the Rockies
and the Broncos.
We've already discussed the Broncos. This is too much negativity for a show called Life's a Garden. We gotta plant the seeds and live the garden life. We gotta grow this garden.
That was healthy for us.
It was. Hey,
we're a healthy.
You're right.
And it's a healthy thing to vent, and then you don't have to worry about it again.
But we went on a hard rant there, and it's fine. Yeah, you're right.
I beat up the Rockies. You beat up the Broncos.
God, I want to beat up Vance Joseph. Want to beat him up. Beat him to death.
Yeah.
Not his family.
Oh no. Yeah.
But let's move on to the positive. Let's move on to the positive here. Okay. Nuggies, baby. We got them Nuggies coming back.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday?
Yep. Tuesday night.
Well, I thought it was the 24th. Is that Tuesday?
It is.
Holy crap.
Because when this, yeah.
Holy crap.
So I
thought it was Thursday.
It is.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
Tuesday.
It's like Christmas.
Oh, man. Tuesday, the Denver Nuggets will be tomorrow night, from when this episode appears, tomorrow night, the Denver Nuggets will be raising their very first championship banner in Ball Arena, a.k.a. Pepsi Center.
Yes. Or McNichols Arena.
Oh, if you're an old school fan. They will be raising their very first championship banner and receiving their championship rings against the Lost Angeles Lakers, who I am going to predict right motherfucking now we are going to destroy because fuck the Lakers. The Lakers are the Kansas City Chiefs to me. What I say about Kansas City is exactly the exact same thing that I feel about the Los Angeles Lakers. Not because of LeBron James. I have nothing against LeBron James. I don't love the guy. I'm not the biggest fan, but no. I've hated the Lakers since day one.
Yeah.
So for us
Anthony
to come out
Davis
on banner night,
worse.
he fucking sucks too. If we come out on banner night, and beat their ass after they've been like,
they've been talking a lot of shit this summer
for getting shut out for nothing in the playoffs.
They're like, oh, we'll see you next year.
Bring it, motherfuckers! You're coming to Denver. You're coming to the Mile High City with that attitude. Michael Malone just lost his father. R.I.P.
Oh,
did you see that?
No.
Yeah, Michael.
Is that why he was?
Yeah, that's why he's been gone the last few preseason games.
Oh.
Yeah, his dad just died. He's got something to prove.
Uh-huh.
He's coming in on banner night, heavy heart. He wants to prove something. The boys in blue,
Blue and
dude,
gold.
they're coming out strong.
I'll live with that. I'll roll with that prediction.
We're going to win big on Tuesday night. On banner night in Mile High, the best home field advantage you can have. We have the best home record in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
With the 3-time MVP as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
The triple MVP as far as I'm concerned.
Did you see the rankings this year?
For what?
Top 100?
Wasn't Jokic number one?
No.
Giannis?
ESPN did this one.
Was it Giannis?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's trash, dude.
Don't get me wrong.
That's such
Giannis
trash.
is a great player. I'm not no shade on Giannis. No disrespect. And he's love
number 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 2.
I do love that Giannis went to be or I love that Dame Lillard went to the
they're going to be scary.
Sure. We'll see him in the finals.
Yeah, we'll see him in the finals.
And guess what? We're going to beat that fucking ass because who the hell else do they have? Aaron Gordon's going to block
Chris Middleton.
Fuck him. Chris Middleton ain't shit. And they got
Brooke Lopez.
Nada.
Is that...
He ain't got Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Lopez,
he ain't got shit for Jokic. Here's the thing. The comparison between Jokic and Giannis. Giannis clearly has the defensive edge. Good defender. And he's clearly much more of a threat offensively in the paint. He can come flying through, and he's physically a huge threat.
Yeah.
Let's have a 3-point competition between the two of them, huh? Who's gonna hit more?
Yep.
Between the two big guys.
Yoke.
Let's have a mid-range competition between the two of them. Who's gonna win?
Passing.
Let's have a passing competition. Let's have an assist. Who averages more assists? Who is an all-around better player? Who makes the guys around them better?
Dude, Jokic. Didn't Jokic average a fucking triple-double in the playoffs last year?
Yep. I believe you're right.
A ridiculous one, like 30, 10, and 10. I'm pretty sure.
Unbelievable.
Something like that. It's just like...
Who does that as a center? Like, they want to make all these like comparisons to Shaq. Shaq was a dominant center. No doubt about it. Great defender.
Completely different.
Just dominant. But could the guy shoot? No!
He couldn't make a free throw.
Jokic is a completely different player. You're talking about a guy who plays center, but he's a point guard.
Yeah. It's finesse, dude.
I understand he can't...
He has the most finesse in the game.
Unbelievable.
As a big old, weirdly built guy.
Yeah. He's built like a bowling pin. But he moves like water.
The court vision. He sees someone over here and the ball's here and does a volleyball pass, dunk.
Nobody passes, like, there is...
Behind the head.
If you took 30 starting point guards in the league, there might be 3 of them that pass better than Jokic.
No one does.
That's what I'm saying.
Jokic is the absolute best passer there's ever been.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
I'll stand by that.
I was being kind.
Who's a
when I
better
said
passer than him? Magic.
Of all time?
People beat me up for that,
but he's on the
Jokic-
same level. He's on the same level as Magic.
it's kind of like in soccer. If you watch soccer, and who's the best player in the world? Who do you think?
Messi.
Yeah, because he's artsy with it.
And he's not
artsy.
It's not about scoring. He makes everybody around him better.
Yeah, and
he opens the field up.
He's the most creative scorer you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing that Jokic is doing in basketball.
Yeah.
Jokic is making these crazy fucking plays that shouldn't happen, you know?
And it's not to say he's not surrounded by nobodies. Dude, he's got some of the, like, Murray. Here's another thing, okay?
No, he did it with nobodies for a while.
He did. He took us to the playoffs a lot of times. Look at Murray. Murray didn't even start really playing until about midway through the season. We were being cautious with him.
Yeah.
Up until about the midway part of the season. He's going to have him full health all year this year. Hopefully.
Yeah. Who are you most excited to see come up in the Nuggets or make a
Watson. Peyton
Me
Watson.
too.
Yeah, he's going to be a stud.
I was going to say
and Christian Braun.
Yeah, it's between those two.
Oh, so since we're on Nuggets talk, I got to ask you about this.
Yeah.
Did you see the statement made by Calvin Booth
about Bones Highland?
Yes,
I did.
So you saw the full thing. You
might need to.
I'm gonna read it because there's a specific thing that I'm looking for in this quote that I want to get your opinion on. I just want to hear when I read this quote. Tell me what you take out of this. Like, what is the specific thing that you receive out of this, and what's your immediate reaction?
What's the golden nugget?
Because there is something more to be said about this.
All right, it's story time, guys.
Go for it. Oh
yeah, I don't know. Your story.
Yeah. I don't know why that came up as a. Yeah. Here we go. So he said, and I quote. Oh wait, come on, kill me. Okay, here it is. Regarding Bones Highland, the cutting of Bones Highland, here's what he said.
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't have 2 guys that couldn't guard, and we couldn't have 2 guys...
Gut punch.
And we couldn't have 2 guys that were young and kind of me guys. Mike makes $30 million, and he's one of the best shooters in the NBA. So, Bones, there's no place for you.
Talking about Mike
Porter
Michael
Jr.
Porter.
So what's your thought on that? When he says something like that, yes, obviously it's a dig at Bones.
Bones did take a lot of shots.
But why the fuck would you say that about Michael Porter Jr.? Why are you taking a dig at Michael Porter Jr. like that?
A me guy?
He called him a me guy, and he said he couldn't guard. He said, why would you have 2 guys on a team that couldn't guard? And, yes, he called him one of the best shooters in the league, compliment, but you said he couldn't guard, which he did improve last year. He's clearly not the best defender on the team. That's obvious. But then you also say he's a me guy? He's one of the least me... Now, my friend Powell did say he might have been talking about Murray. Because he said you can't have a guy you can't have 2 guys who can't guard, and you can't have 2 guys who are a me guy.
But he said Mike.
He did mention only Mike. But because he said, and you can't have 2 guys. So that would lend the possibility that he's talking about somebody else. And that would be Murray. And that's understandable. Because Mike is not a me guy. Porter is not a me guy.
Yeah.
He straight up told...
It doesn't seem like
He straight up told Mike Malone, if you need to bench me, if you need to set me and play Bruce Brown more in these games. This was in the playoffs. He said, "Do it because I want to win." He's not a me guy. So to think, but
I don't know.
why the fuck, as a GM, would you just randomly dig on one of your star players like that?
Yeah,
it's so unreasonable. I understand explaining your reasoning for getting rid of Bones and even cutting him down a little bit. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. He's not on our team anymore.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you just say, dude, we got a guy in Peyton Watson who's coming up. He's looking really good. And we just cut our losses. We added a draft
You're right.
capital.
He can't defend, and he's a me guy.
You can say that about Bones. That's fine. You can say that about Bones. Don't put Michael Porter's name in there for no reason. It's almost like he's trying to piss Mike off to trade him. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because Mike is a good... he's a third guy.
They've been thinking about trading him for a while.
I mean, if you ask me right now, and this is fair.
Are you okay with them trading him?
Yeah.
Me too.
Because
I could do without Michael Porter Jr.
If
we get some good return, sure.
If Peyton Watson can show that he can step up. Because Gordon, if you made me choose between Gordon or Porter right now, I would pick Gordon. and Gordon's a stud.
Not even close.
Yeah.
He gels better with everyone.
He balls out.
He plays hard. He does the dirty work.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. doesn't do dirty work.
The injuries don't help either. It doesn't help that he's so injury prone.
I honestly, I'm with Calvin Booth. Like,
But I wouldn't have said that.
I wouldn't have said that, but
that's a harsh statement.
I don't really. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Porter had a rough.
He did in the finals. He had a great series against the Lakers and the Suns.
But I've never been that high on Porter.
I still like the guy. I like the guy. I do.
It's like he just can't take that next step. I don't know. It just seems like he's stunted a little bit.
Maybe, but I'd rather have him on the team than not.
I don't know.
As long as he sticks around, I'm fine. Like if we can keep them all for a while now, I'm good with that. Yeah. I'd rather them not disband the group.
I think.
But we got Peyton Watson coming up the pipeline. We got Christian Braun coming up.
I think, you know what? I think Michael Porter Jr., if you stick him in a certain role, he can play that role fine.
Yeah.
But if you ask too much of him, I don't think he does well.
He's definitely not the best. It sucks because he's a
they label him as a 3-point shooter. Maybe that's
he hot. Is like when he is hot, he's hot. It's hard. That's what's hard. But regardless,
just can't ask him.
I just thought that was a weird quote. I thought that was a weird statement for him to make.
He's a role guy. He's a role player. That's all he is. I mean, he's not a superstar. He's not a.
And he's hurt again right now.
Not really a star.
He's hurt again right now. Hopefully, he can start in the series. But yeah, we got some guys coming up. I mean, Peyton Watson's the guy I really want to see coming up. That's the guy I want to see.
Christian Braun, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like he will want to get traded at some, I don't know.
Dude, I gotta piss so bad.
All right,
but I don't want to cut anything. Well, yeah, let's take an intermission.
We need another beer too.
Yeah. Okay, right. I'll cut it out. We're gonna keep it rolling, but I'm gonna cut it out.
Okay.
Because I gotta pee like a racehorse. All right, we have returned from relieving ourselves. My partner in crime here, has decided to go against the home state of Colorado.
Wisconsin.
Going with a PBR over there.
Milwaukee.
Like a bitch. So, I just got breaking news on my phone. Speaking of the Nuggets, I'm curious to get your take on this. Yeah.
Hold on.
It's not crazy, okay? No, don't look. I gotta break it to you myself.
I'm just seeing if I got okay. I didn't get it.
Okay. So, just curious to get your take on this, okay? And what this might mean for the future of the Nuggets.
Okay.
It's nothing too crazy, but it is interesting nonetheless.
Okay.
Nuggets extend Zeke Najee 4 years, $32 million. Yeah? He's giving a thumbs down for the audio listeners.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that?
Forgot
No,
about
no,
that.
no good, no good. But
don't love it.
more than anything, I'm just curious what you think of like what that means for the future. Like, why would they do that?
4 years, Zeke Najee? Porter.
I mean, 32, but he's a power forward.
No, Porter.
I know but he's not that doesn't lend to Porter being. He's not Porter's position. He's a center. He's like a power forward / center. I think that lends more to him being a backup to Jokic.
Najee?
Yeah. He's a power forward / center. I think they're looking at him being Jokic's backup.
I know he hasn't played a lot of minutes. For what I've seen from him, I'm not excited
I'm
about.
the opposite. I feel like he's done pretty decent when he's had to play. I've not been disappointed, and more than anything, he's improved. I think he's improved over the years. He had his best year
who
last
they
year.
should have just kept?
Brown?
Cousins.
Yeah.
I loved having DeMarcus Cousins as our backup.
At the same time, we won it without him. So
yeah.
I think DeAndre Jordan's not the guy.
Oh,
and
God.
I think, and clearly they don't
No.
think so either. That's what I think. I think Najee being extended has more to do with the backup center role than it does with anything else. They're keeping a young guy to play backup, hopefully build him up and trade him later. That's what I think. Yeah. Because, dude, the biggest fear
Build him up to trade him.
potentially, yeah. The biggest fear I have more than anything is that Jokic is going to retire early. Because he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's a team player. He cares about the sport. He plays it to the highest level, but he doesn't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't need the spot. Oh yeah. My boy is going to shoot up here. He's got that black tar.
Sorry guys. My phone just beeped at me. It says lower your blood sugar.
The old diabetic.
You guys can learn a little thing.
So
about diabetes.
you take the heroin, you load it up.
You gotta tap your veins. No, you actually inject it into fat.
Yeah, different. So
Insulin goes into fat. Sorry. We'll talk about
no, it's
Najee.
speak about the diabetes stuff.
No, that's gonna totally derail.
That's all good.
Yeah.
We're toward the end of the episode here anyway, so it's like
Maybe.
we're in garbage time at this point.
Garbage time.
No, I'm just curious what you thought about that. Like I just got that information, so I think it's more for a backup center role.
Bringing breaking news to all Nuggets fans. You.
Well, this will be out 3 days from now or 2 days from now.
Okay.
But
I just don't think much of it. It's like it's the same thing if they did something for who's another one, or Jack, what's his name?
Jack
Jack White or something.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that. It's like news about Jack White. It's like, not a rotation guy.
Look at this badass thing that he got me.
I don't really care. I think they probably gave him too much money. I don't know.
Yeah.
4 years, 32 mil.
In basketball terms, that's not that bad. You know, that's like what 12 or no, that's like
Our math is
80 year. 80 year.
Yeah.
Not too bad. In basketball terms, that's not bad.
That's kind of a lot.
To be a backup center?
That's kind of a lot.
I bet
for a
DeAndre
guy.
Jordan's making more than
That's
that.
a lot for a guy that isn't playing.
But I think I think they're gonna extend his role.
That's probably their plan.
I think they're gonna. I
That's
think they're
probably
gonna.
their plan by doing that.
I bet they cut DeAndre Jordan by half the year.
How tall is Zeke Najee? I don't.
He's
Is he a
almost.
center size?
Mhm.
He looks too skinny.
He could play center.
He's too skinny.
He's not that physical threat. You're right.
No.
But he has
He looks more
backed
like
up Jokic in the past.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like a PF, point
Oh,
forward or whatever.
I thought you meant pedophile.
Oh god. He looks like. No, I don't know. Zeke Najee's just totally unproven. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's because he's not a starting.
Well, clearly they saw
Player.
something in him. So
All right. Well, I'll trust our guy.
yeah. Other than the players, other than the future, hey, how about that game? Yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't. We got to talk about the game we went to,
Oh, the Nuggets. Yes.
So, not even the game we went to. We got to talk about the championship run and the fact that the Nuggets currently are the defending NBA Finals champions. We got to support that. We got to talk about that. We got to celebrate that because it is awesome. Another reason why 2023 was a great year for us.
Yes. Yep.
And we got to go and be a part of
the madness.
The championship series. We were at game 2. Unfortunately, the only game the Denver Nuggets decided to lose in that series.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you and I traveled down there. We had a great time.
It was awesome.
And we were there. We were part of the Nuggets championship run.
We were drinking right outside the stadium when we got down there.
What a time. Yeah, we went to Brooklyn's.
Hung out with Rocky and the
and
the crew out there.
Catching some shirts and...
Yeah. And then inside was electric. It was amazing.
Great seats.
The game was great. Jokic went off for 50 or 40 something.
We only lost by 5 points, right? Something like that?
Yeah, we were leading most of the game, and then they choked it in the fourth quarter.
I think it was the only game we lost that we scored under 100 points, too, in the series.
They just fell off in the fourth quarter and let them win.
You want to know what the most satisfying thing to me was about the whole thing? So we're leaving the stadium. We're walking out, defeated, feeling bad for ourselves.
It's now we're going to have sad drinking.
And it was 1-1. At that time, the series...
Sad drinking's never as good.
Never. And you're in the home city.
Yeah.
You're walking away. We just lost. But it was... So at that time, the series had been tied 1-1. The most satisfying thing that I can look back on is that all these Heat fans that were there. Do you remember this? There wasn't many, but there was a few. There was enough for us to hear them being they were talking mad shit. They're walking around oh, we're gonna fucking come back and win. They didn't win a single game after that one. That is the most satisfying thing.
Yeah.
We not only went to Miami and played back-to-back games and beat their ass heavy on the road.
Yep.
And DJ Khaled can kiss my ass.
Oh yeah, that guy's a tool.
Then we came back home. Oh, sorry about
someone's audio.
Sorry about the abrupt noise there. Unfortunately, when I touch this stupid mic, it fucks up. But anyway, come back home and win the title in Denver. So awesome.
I know.
So awesome.
We should probably tell them how much our tickets were.
No, we shouldn't.
Just keep that. Keep that to ourselves.
It was less than a Taylor Swift concert. That's what I can tell you.
Oh god. How much are a Taylor Swift concert tickets?
I think they're going for
Don't say
$1,000 or something like that.
So
for the cheapest.
More.
Well, for the cheap. Okay, I'm gonna look up a Taylor Swift concert right now. Let's go to Ticketmaster and see what a Taylor Swift concert is going for.
I mean, well worth it because the Nuggets have never been to the finals before.
Actually, Taylor Swift. I know the highest price Taylor Swift concerts or Taylor Swift tickets are coming for $8,000. Taylor Swift. Okay, on Ticketmaster, the next concert is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. That is oh no, that already happened. Let's go to Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, October 26th. Tickets are it's sold out.
Tour, huh?
It's sold out, so I don't know what the average ticket price was. God damn it!
You can't even get one on Ticketmaster.
I'm sure they're sold out. Okay, I'll just Google it. Average Taylor Swift average ticket price. Because we had low seats. We had good seats.
Yeah, we did. The lower bowl.
No, I don't care about the attendance. Price. There we go. Average. No, not videos. I want the. Okay. What?
to edit
That
this.
does not seem right. That does not.
$300.
Huh?
300.
It says that is bullshit. Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour range from $49 to $500. That's a reasonable concert price ticket. That is bullshit. That is some absolute bullshit. That is not true. I've seen them going for like $8,000,
It's probably on those secondary ticket sites.
which is probably all you can get.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably sell out and then people sell them.
Our tickets were $1,300. All right, folks.
Yeah. More like 14.
Worth every penny.
Oh, yeah.
Plus plane tickets. Plus,
We went to a finals game the season they won it all.
and it was worth it.
But they didn't win the game.
They didn't win the game, but
They didn't win the game,
but we were
won the
We
title.
were part of the series that we won the whole thing. God damn it! I wish we were at Game 5. We would have been outside partying, drinking with Aaron Gordon on the streets, watching the fireworks go off. We would have been burning cars and climbing street lamps.
Aaron Gordon is by far my favorite personality on that team, man.
100%.
He's the one guy I'd want to be friends with. Hell yeah.
My boy, the Gordino.
Jokic would be fun to be friends with too, but he's
almost too mild-mannered. He's almost too sedative.
Yeah.
He's like, he just wants to go home and just like chill. Gordino wants,
Gordino's out there to meet the people.
he wants to
man.
go party. And he could just dunk.
Dude, that guy, he's the best interview
Oh, yeah.
on the whole team too.
And Murray's like middle of that. Murray's like in the middle. He's a personality.
Yeah.
He's a star. He plays good. But he's just like not... He's not the guy you want to party with.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like he's the guy you want
Seems
to party
like Gordon is the smartest guy on the team. I don't know. He has the best interview. Maybe he's just the most like literate.
with. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know.
Porter seems
maybe
pretty
he went
like...
through a bunch of English classes in college or something at Arizona.
I just
But very
love
like
Gordon.
he's awesome. Dude.
Gordon's been my guy.
His interviews are like, dude.
Gordon's been my guy
You're the man.
since he lost those freaking dunk contests that he should have won.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't know shit about him then because he was on the Magic,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really paying attention.
That's when I became a fan. And then when we decided we were going to take him, when he was going to be a Nugget, I was
Gordino.
like, bring him over. Dude,
Gordino.
one of the best defensive players. What, you thought that was Gordon? That's me.
That's your emblem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
Did you
noticed
paint that?
No, my buddy gave me that for Christmas
Okay.
last year. Yeah. I thought you looked at that thinking that was
bald
Gordon.
head.
That's a hat.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a hat.
Oh.
Yeah. You know,
Why doesn't the hat have color?
it's gray.
Oh, okay.
It's not my skin
Sorry.
color.
He's not
Gordino.
bald.
Oh, I'm bald. Bald as shit.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Covered up with a championship hat.
Yeah.
Because we the best.
Oh god.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. We the best.
DJ Khaled is 100% autistic.
He's a tool bag, man.
Nothing against autistic people. Like I'm not making fun of autistic people. I'm making
No.
and I'm not making fun of DJ Khaled for being autistic. I'm just pointing out that the guy is clearly autistic.
He's a poor character.
He sucks.
He sucks, dude.
Sucks. And I'm so glad we
All about himself.
fucking beat him.
DJ Khaled.
I do like the Dame Lillard to Milwaukee. I love it mostly because A, Miami didn't get him, and B, he went
Yeah.
from one small market to the next, which is not what he wanted. So
Right.
fuck him for that, and he went to the East. Adios. That's one less team we got to worry about. Not that Portland was a problem in the first place.
Well, and
and
the big national pundits, no one predicted he'd go there. They're like,
No,
oh,
of course not.
Miami, LA.
Here's a.
Philadelphia, New York.
I got to ask you this.
I went to Milwaukee.
Out of all,
Fuck
so
yeah.
there was a couple in that trade. There was another big trade that we're not talking about. DeAndre Ayton goes to Portland, and Yusuf Nurkic goes to Phoenix.
Oh.
Therefore, making Phoenix
Good.
way worse.
Dude, Nurkic is better than Ayton.
No, I disagree. I disagree full-heartedly.
He is.
He is worse than Ayton in every category. Jokic will absolutely walk all over Nurkic, and Nurkic won't do shit against Jokic. Not only that, Nurkic is almost guaranteed to get injured somewhere along the line.
That's true. But when he's not
Ayton is an all-star. He is all-star caliber. Let's put it that way. He could be. It all came down to money. We
haven't seen that Ayton in his whole career.
We haven't seen that from Nurkic either. The Phoenix Suns, here's a prediction. The Phoenix Suns won't do jack shit this year. They'll be a 4 or 5 seed. They're not gonna their bench. They don't have the bench. If any one of their starters between Booker, Beal or Durant, if any one of them gets hurt, they're fucked.
Who got Drew Holiday?
Drew Holiday?
That he went to Boston
Yes.
in that deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got Justin Holiday.
Yeah.
That's a decent bench guy.
Yeah.
He's no Bruce Brown, but Peyton Watson's going to take over that spot, so we're good.
Who do the Nuggets need to cut the most?
Cut? Like just cut, not trade? Cut, get rid of?
Yes.
DeAndre Jordan.
Reggie Jackson.
Or right, yeah, I agree with that too.
I hate that guy.
I'm good with you. I don't hate him. He's better than Austin Rivers.
I don't hate him, but he sucks, dude. As the great Beavis and Butthead said. He sucks.
That's the great Beavis and Butthead. A quote from Beavis and Butthead. He sucks. Man, that's the only way to finish this episode, brother.
He sucks.
Let's go out on that.
All right. Cheers.
But we still got one more. We got one more bit of business to do. You want to do one more shot? Or are you good with what we had?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good on that.
we'll
but we still got one more bit of business. We will go out on he sucks, but we got one more bit of business, and that is, of course, what you know to be, and I should have probably clued you in a little bit more before we started this, our positive / motivational message from the guest. Anything that you have taken from your life that has helped motivate you or giving you positivity to help you rise up and be a better you that you can give back to the guests.
Focus. You must have focus. I lived my life shooting for aimless goals most of my life, and then you don't really get anywhere. You get a lot of interest and you get a lot of knowledge that way, but it seems like you don't get somewhere in life until you truly focus on a goal and you stick with it. Like brewing for me. I knew when I moved to Montana, I wanted to find somewhere that I could bartend because that was a skill that I had, but was also a brewery that I could go into and still work towards my goal. And I stuck with it. And it's kind of stupid because it applies to everyone. Like everyone's has a profession in something, but you want to get focused as soon as you can and just stick with it. As long as it's something you still like. If you focus and accomplish a goal and you're doing something and you don't like it, then you can pivot and then focus on the next thing. But don't just shoot aimlessly at 10 different goals, Focus on a couple at a time and you'll get there. So, just don't pursue everything at once. Just find what's most important to you and pursue a couple things. Just a couple things that you're continually working towards, and you'll get there. If you have 8 things you're working towards, you might not get there for any of them.
Yeah.
Which has happened to me. So that's my advice. I don't know.
I like it. No, that's
Is
good.
that stupid?
No, it's great.
Okay.
Focus on buying the Rockies.
Yeah.
Somebody out there, please, just focus on buying the Rockies.
Montfort for jail.
Because he sucks.
Yeah.
Because as the great Beavis and Butthead once quoted, he sucks.
He sucks.
Cheers, brother. Thank you so much. Hey.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Proud of you for accomplishing becoming a brewmaster. That was like I said, last time we talked on this podcast, you wanted to be a brewmaster. You made that happen. You were due with child. He is here. He's a healthy, strong,
healthy
Fulto. He's looking good. So cheers to you. Cheers to your family. Cheers to all the success in your life.
Cheers to you, man, and your success.
Cheers to both of us. And cheers to the Nuggets' success in the future. Back-to-back champs. Here we come.
Fuck them up.
Fuck them up. And to everybody out there, don't forget, life's a garden. Dig it.
Dig it.
Just gotta keep on keeping on.
Why you talking to microphone? I got a back right here. Back of my. Back of my. Back of my. Back of my. Life's a garden, dig it.